All right. Sorry about that, people. I am live streaming. Had some technical difficulties as usual. I really got to get my stuff together here. The King of Strategus match will be starting here in about 8 minutes between Skyfall and ChristianF, the current king. ChristianF beat Mantis, that's me, a few days ago to take my title, take my crown, and now he is the king. First up on the challenger list was Skyfall, who was ready to throw his hat in the ring and see if he can walk away with the crown today. Expect a really good match from two very strong players, both A-rate, and it should be good. While we're sitting here, I wanted to look at the Grandmaster League tournament and see what's happening here. We're looking at Maelstrom waiting for the winner of Zach 21 and Eagle 06, who will be playing, I believe, on Monday. That should be a very interesting match. And, of course, the final is going to be extremely, extremely competitive. The match last night between Winner and Maelstrom was a good one. That was the second part. They tied their first game, and it had to be settled by a rematch. And Maelstrom convincingly won that to move on to the final round. So that was fun. I'm glad we were able to watch that match last night. Super fun. Let me see here. I'm going to check in. Okay, so unfortunately, Silverhammer could not be joining us for the match today. I was really hoping to get that Hammer energy, but he has to work and has those responsibilities, so I'm going to hold down the fort and hopefully do a good enough job to make this exciting and fun. So I'm just going to kind of sit here and wait for our opponents to show up. And let me jump on and see if I can get some chat going here. And one thing I want to... if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. We'd really appreciate that over here on Stratego Freaks. We're trying to grow the channel and this Stratego community, and any help is good help, so we appreciate you if you could do that for us. Okay, so hi. Yeah, I'm back, Marcy. I had my mic unplugged, so I apologize once again. Thank God you guys are here to keep me straight and keep me my head in the game. So, can you hear me now, Marcy? Anyone? TikTok. And so let's see what happens. All right, cool. Thank you. Thanks for tuning back in. I'm going to apologize once again. Yay, I can be heard, which is important. I'm hoping Bruce and Captain and the rest of the group comes back in. So I know that we had some people thinking that Skyfall had the advantage, and I guess based off of their ELO on paper, it looks like he is the stronger player. I'm not sure what their head-to-head matchup looks like, but I know they've played each other before, and I've played them both before as well. And I find them both to be pretty good players, very solid. So I mentioned earlier that I have no favorites when it comes to these matches. We're talking about the people in the Discord that I do know and like and respect, I just want them to play good matches and have a fun time doing it. And I think that's that's a pretty good mindset to have. As much as we want to win every single game, it's not going to happen. And, that just comes a part of Stratego. It is a very frustrating game, but it's also a very rewarding game. And, like I said, the reason Nemesis and I started the Stratego Freaks channel is to help cultivate and grow this game and provide some education to new players, create a real community and start these dialogues to help grow the game, not just around the world, mostly in the United States, where it's still largely unknown. So I feel like there's a little bit of traction. I've been getting a lot of messages privately from people that are new to the game, and I'm kind of guiding them in the direction of the different discords that we have out there. and hopefully they get some coaching and improve their game. So, yeah, so we'll see. It looks like Marcy's giving some insight here and finds Skyfall easier to play against since his style works horribly against Marcy. Skyfall might still be the favorite, of course. So it's really hard to know. All right, there's Christian has jumped in, and he's just waiting on Skyfall now. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a review of my match against Christian in the last King of Strategus, and we'll do a breakdown of how he attained the win there. I had if you didn't watch the match, there was kind of a moment of like a 50-50, and I believe I lost my Colonel, to his gen, and a well-placed gen, and that kind of turned the tide of the game. I did make some lottos there, which made it exciting. If you had watched Silver Hammer's stream, he did a fine job of making that real fun, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so this hopefully Skyfall shows up on time and we can get this party started. Beautiful day here in Sacramento. I hope your Halloween was good last night. If you do celebrate Halloween, we had a ball. We had a bunch of kids out there and gave away a lot of treats and fun items like that. I got it. Yeah, the major lotto was pretty entertaining, wasn't it? It was a borderline. Oh, Captain, you're back. Welcome again. Always good to see you, bud. Always good to see you. Yeah, I'm not quite sure who's up next after this match, but if anybody has interest, please reach out. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this, we have an ongoing competition called King of Strategus, and anyone can join. It doesn't matter what your ELO is. You can just sign up and play, and if you play well, you too could be the king. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out in the comments, and I'll talk you through how everything works. All right, so yeah, my plan today after this is to do a little bit of housework. I might go take some photographs. Migrating birds all over California make it pretty fun to go out and photo and get some fresh air. So I'll probably take Nemesis with me. We'll get out in the sticks. Yeah, I don't know if anybody watched that match last night between Maelstrom and Winner, but it was pretty entertaining. And I really don't know what's going to happen between Eagle and Zach. Zach is a super good tournament player, and Eagle is clearly one of the best guys to do it. So that is going to be fireworks for sure. How it's going to play out, I don't know. It could be a fast one or it could be a grind. We'll see. I'm drinking my coffee, trying to get pumped up. Yeah, Eagle's solid, man. He's really, Faraday, I see you there. He's his game is, you can see him moving up the ELO charts, and he's been playing very solid. He had an incredible win streak. What was his win streak again? Do you remember? Eagle? He had like 39 wins in a row or something, which is wild, especially because the guy's usually just playing top, A-rate players. And, if you're winning just a half a dozen, that's a pretty solid win streak. So in the 30s is incredible. So, yeah, that's going to be yeah, it was 30. It was like 39 wins, Nemesis said, or something like that.
Before I ended.
Yeah. What's that?
Before I ended it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I actually think Nemesis ended the Eagles win streak just like a week or so ago. And that was a pretty interesting game for sure. Now, okay, here come the boys. Let's get going. And they're doing something. They're setting up here, so we'll see who's tuning in. We got me and Marcy. And yeah, that's funny. Yep. Yeah, so once again, I don't like to bet on either of the contestants. As I said, everybody that I've met, I like to see succeed. And it's hard to pick fair. I usually do bet for or root for the underdog in every circumstance, just because like I said, the king of Strategus, that crown is supposed to be passed around, and it makes it fun and exciting, and it gives people a chance that that don't get a chance to play. All right, here we go. So we're underway. I'm going to focus up here, people. Let's go. All right, Christian off to the start. I have Christian on the bottom there, because he is the king, and I usually use this perspective for that. All right, early major in the center, and Christian goes down an early captain. All right, lieutenant major there. All right. Okay. This piece pushing down on that sergeant. Last time I had played Christian, I believe he had his general was on A3 or J3, and real good spot at that point in the game to have it. Let's see if he does something similar. Okay, that captain advantage still stands with the known major on the E6 square. Yeah, I really don't have any prediction on the outcome or how this is going to play out. I do know Skyfall is a fast player. He usually uses very little time. And whether this comes down to the final seconds, I doubt it. Skyfall being aggressive, coming in. Okay. Christian with the call there. And picking up a Sarge. And now picks up a lieutenant. Scout there, another captain exposed. Was really Skyfall really looking for maybe a bomb or a high piece. Sure, finding a captain's fine, but not really what you're looking to use your scouts on. If you're new to the game, scouting pieces are extremely important, and those scouts, you want to find value with them. That is for sure. Tucking some pieces away, Christian playing a kind of a patient game here. Doesn't have anything down in Skyfall setup. And now they're even on the captain side of things. And a major known on Christian side on F4. And away we go. Is this a scouting piece, or is this finally the big piece? Captain coming in and getting taken by a colonel. So Christian utilizing these flanking colonels, it looks like he wants to make an escape. Right now they're even and he's escaping the colonel. Didn't like that J piece coming down and possibly trapping it in there. Looking to scout this, and it's just a scout. So nice job by Skyfall there to get the captain back and get it on out of there safely. Totally even in scouts, and way too early to determine where a flag is. Could be anywhere. Okay. So, there goes the major, and a colonel's exposed. Pressure, looking to get up on that piece. We'll see. Going up that major's pretty major. Pun intended. You don't like my puns? That was amazing. Yeah, if you could keep everybody up to date, Marcy, that would be great, because I'm trying to stare at this board and not the comments. Thanks, bud. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to hire you, Marcy, as my peace follower, the peace follower 3000. Bruggs, good to see you. Charlie and Smalley, our biggest fan, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so there's a big piece there. There's a Jen, and picks up a couple of another lieutenant. I don't know if I guess this sergeant and the two lieutenants could be compensation for the major, but I think I'd rather be up the big piece at this early in the game. I love seeing insight, and if anybody cares to add their comments and what they think is going on, please let us know your thoughts. Once again, if we're looking at Skyfall, I mean, he's barely used any time. Has moved quite a bit of pieces. And we'll see. Yeah, the info is there for Skyfall. Quite a few targets for sure. Okay, a little bit of shuffling. Now Skyfall being, getting pieces down. I'm always a big believer, in getting pieces down in the setup and having them ready to strike once you get the information you're looking for or the read you're looking for. You can get some miners down early, open something up, and end the game quickly if your opponent isn't ready for that. Pushing down the center here. Looking to kind of go after some of those targets. Pops that scout. And a push. clearing that piece off of that I file, moving it backwards. Time not even close to being a factor. Christian is down a couple minutes here. Just a reminder, there are no draws in the King of Strategus. Both players will lose if there is a draw. Which I think is perfect because we want to see action and players going forward, even if it means risking your crown. We want to see exciting, aggressive play there at the end, and I think going for it. Bruh's placing bets. The H4 is a spy or marshal. Christian doing a little bit of shuffling, just kind of coming back and forth, trying to feel out what the right course of action. I don't have a problem with, there can be frustrating anti-play and things like that. This does not qualify as that. Where at some point you need to make assessments, and I think moving fast and just kind of shuffling while you get your thoughts together is totally acceptable. If it's legal and can be done regardless if you find it frustrating or annoying. All right. Christian tucking pieces away. Not allowing too much to penetrate by keeping this tight wall. Slinking back, and now Skyfall making this push, coming down. What is that piece? I do not know. Okay, wow. Gets the major back. That's major. Whoa. Yeah, it is impossible to track. Okay, so aggressive moves by ChristianF. He's up the captain, the two lieutenants. And what is this piece? I forget. What is the B? What is that B5 square piece? Does anybody know? Major, major recovery. Indeed. Indeed, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Yeah. And there's the Marsh exchange. And ChristianF is now down the major. That's a major development. Yes, I'm still going with the punts. Oh! Coming in and getting... popping. Attacking. Remembering that captain, that general is doing significant damage. Now, Christian down in the captain arena and the major. Hyper-aggressive play, good timing by Skyfall to come in and utilize that gen in the capacity that he did. We're going to now, Skyfall down a lieutenant, so he's down 3 lieutenants. Exchange. Very aggressive match here. All of a sudden, that seal cracked and pieces just flew off the board there. We'll see if Christian can get some pieces back here. If he can get that captain back, he's looking pretty good. All right, bomb discovered. Could that be the tripod? Skyfall bringing down what could be a minor. Probably a bit early, but we'll find out. It's probably a discovery piece looking to hit this G2 to see if it's a protector or another bomb. Looks to be, oh, this is Scout coming down. Bang. So, 2 bombs discovered here, one on I1 and H2. This could be the tripod, and Skyfall is not wasting any time bringing down this piece. And he hits the bomb. He looks desperate. He hit that kernel into that bomb, and he needed to see if that was a minor, and I think he's in a lot of trouble here. Desperation time for ChristianF. And it looks like the right side of this board, G through J, is just pinched off, and this piece is coming down hot. And let's see. He's taking minor. Is this the flag? They're having a conversation for sure. And I'd say the way he behaved there, it looks like the flag for sure. And he hits. And bang! What a performance by Skyfall. I mean, that was a really competitive match. And then there was just a flurry of takes there after things were discovered. And Skyfall remembering those moved pieces coming down and just, dissecting the center and right side of the board and discovering that that minor was huge. I mean, the flag could have been in a lot of different locations, but based off of how Christian reacted there, he did look like he did not enjoy what was taking place. And Skyfall took advantage of that. So we have a new king. Congratulations to our new king. All hail the king, Skyfall. That was a fun match, guys. Once again, thanks for organizing that so fast and getting it together and allowing me to live stream it and showcase it for you guys. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. That was fun, and it was fast. And if you're looking at Skyfall's clock, he only used 15 seconds, which is pretty. And Christian only used 3 minutes himself there. So fun, fast-paced match. You guys aren't messing around, and this is what we want to see on King of Strategus. So I'll be keeping everybody up to date with who's scheduled next. I don't have any idea what the leader or the roster looks like of players, so we'll figure that out pretty quick and get back to you. Guys, I got to go. Thanks again for tuning in. As I mentioned before, Nemesis and myself are going to be taking a little break. I'll be playing the occasional game, but I won't be participating in any tournaments or King of Strategus this month. Nemesis is taking a full-on break. He wants to clear his mind and come back super strong, whether in December or the new year. That's our plan. So anyways, guys, we got to go. I'll see you soon, and I'll see you on Strategus, and I'll beat you there too. Bye.